FireStarTarot. I am Empress Egypt, and as you guys can tell, we have a fun reading today. We are doing a pick a card reading, you guys. I have done these before. It's just been a while. So for those of you catching this live, you will not be able to fast forward to choose your piles, so you will have to kind of just sit through the whole thing. It can take up to about 2 hours, hopefully not longer than 30 minutes for each pile. I might need to clarify and go into detail, so it just really, it really just depends on the person in each pile. But clearly, as you guys can tell from the title, this is Should I Stay or Should I Go? Now, it's important to understand before we get into any of the pick a card piles, you guys, I am not making a decision for you. This is just a way to guide you and to help you make the decision if you should stay or should you go. So I have 4 different piles. Let me just show you guys the image again, just in case you haven't seen it. And so you guys take a few minutes to really focus on it and pick your pile, okay? Pile number 1, we do have the geode. I do not know what geode this is, and I will tell you, you guys, my picture is a little bit more colorful than the actual stones themselves. The geode is not as green as it looks. It's more of a light green. Pile number 2, we do have the amethyst. The amethyst is actually clear. It's got a little bit of clear to it too, so it looks a lot more purple than what it actually is. Pile number 3 is the opalite heart, one of my favorite little gemstones. And then, of course, pile number 4, we have the selenite. With the moons on them. Very cute. I got that in, I believe it was the Tamed Wild unboxing. So yeah, you guys take a few minutes to look at the image. And for some of you guys, maybe a few of the piles actually speak to you, not just one. So if you need to choose more than one, go ahead. All right. All right, you guys, so hopefully if you need to go back and rewind and pause that and take a deeper look and take a few more minutes to actually focus on those decks. When you do focus on the deck, make sure you ask the question, should you stay or should you go? And really focus that energy and then pick your card, okay? Pick your pile. Now, I will tell you, just depending on, the person, you guys may have a few piles you're actually drawn to. It's like none of my lighters are working today. What the hell? Sorry, you guys. So yeah, if more than one, is calling to you, definitely you can have 2 choices, okay? Maybe even 3 or 4, depending on, just maybe, just the energy you're feeling, okay? So let's see, you guys. Also, too, I think that's pretty much it. We'll start getting into this reading. I'm super excited because I know this was a question that a lot of my subscribers had. They didn't know if they should stay or should they go. And I think the hardest decision for them was actually making the decision to stay or go, like to stay in a situation that is not serving you or to actually move on and do something better for yourself, okay? So I will be providing timestamps for you guys come the end of this reading. After I'm done going live, I'll go back and put the timestamps for you guys so that you guys can actually go directly towards your pile, okay? So we are going to go ahead and start with pile number 1, and then we will go through to pile 2, 3, and 4, okay? So for those of you guys who chose the geode, remember what I was telling you in the picture, you guys, the geode was a lot more teal, a lot more green. This is more of a light green. I don't know what kind of geode this is. If you guys know, let me know in the comments, all right? But yes, so pile number 1, those of you guys who chose the geode, this is your reading, okay? So let's go ahead and start with the overall energy with your person. Now, this can be the way you feel for your person or vice versa. Remember, energy is very fluid here on my channel, okay? First up, we do have the owl energy, wise seeing, wise action, okay? So I do feel like your person, pile number 1, is someone who is wise, or at least you're wise. What does wise mean? Wise means, experiencing things, going through the experience to be able to be knowledgeable on the experiences of life. Therefore, thus, in return, the gift is being wise. Wise seeing, wise action, right? So it's like you see everything around you, you understand it, you've experienced it, and now you're taking action. So I do feel like your person is a wise person, or at least maybe you're gaining wisdom from this person, okay? Maybe you're going through the experience, pile number 1. So let's take a look at what kind of person you are dealing with, pile number 1. Pile 1, you are dealing with the unseen. Very interesting, the unseen, okay? Pile number 1, this means your person is very sees all, knows all, okay? Maybe Mr. Know-It-All or Mrs. Know-It-All, depending on, your spouse. But again, this person sees everything and knows everything. So on the positive end, there's a lot of wisdom. On the positive end, this person's been through things and can fully give advice. It may not be the advice you want to hear, because on the negative end, this person knows it all, right? Can come across as a little bit on the high horse, maybe not humble enough, okay? But more importantly, again, this person sees all and knows all. So there's not anything that can really get by this person. Sneaky behaviors out the door. You know, this person again knows, right? Without even having proof, this person just knows because they can just pull off that energy and fully get it because they've experienced it, okay? So your person also has the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Star in the upright, and the Chariot. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So your person definitely could have a disconnect when it comes to the feminine emotions, right? Or just the emotions, the feminine energy within them. Or this can be the way they're seeing you. We will clarify and find out if I need to. With the Ace of Wands, though, I feel like, honestly, there's not a whole lot of love, or there's a lack of love in this connection, whether this is your person as an individual, pile number one. Maybe they don't know how to really get in touch with their emotional side, so they're unbalanced. And remember, you guys, this is pretty clear. When you guys are unbalanced on the inside, your situations around you will be unbalanced as well, okay? Hi, everybody, you guys. I see you guys in the comments. I hope all of you guys are having a great one. So again, you know, this Queen of Cups energy is that energy of someone, you know, being in disconnect here, right? So whether this is your person, pile number one, or this is you, it's just an energy of, again, not fully understanding those emotions, okay? So there's a disconnect with these emotions here. Ace of Wands energy, there's a lack of passion in this connection, okay? So whether there's a lack of intimacy, romance, creation, right, drive and ambition, there's just a disconnect when it comes to this energy too. The Star energy, though, this is telling me that this person does think of, you know, dreams, wishes, future, possibly hopes and desires with you, okay? And I feel like they know that they can fulfill these wishes with you. I do feel this energy. There's a disconnect with the passion. There's a disconnect with the emotions here. We also have the Chariot in reverse, right? This person's afraid to take action. And again, now, remember, energy is very fluid, so this can be you, right? You can be the one that sees all and knows all, and nothing gets by you, right? You could be the one that has a disconnect when it comes to your emotional side. Maybe you're more in your logic, right? Maybe you're more in your thoughts. Maybe because of that, there's a disconnect with intimacy because it's hard to get intimate with this person. Vice versa, I feel like this is your person, though. I really do. I feel like, and I'm not saying that you're pulling sneaky shit. I just feel like your person, again, has been through the experience. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's older than you. And maybe that's why there's not a whole lot of passion in this connection. And there's a disconnect in love because if there's no passion, it's kind of hard to love someone. I mean, you can love them, but not that union type of love, right? Like that real intimate love on a deeper level, that passionate love. Not saying that there's just a disconnect with it here. So we will clarify and find out, okay, pile number one. So the place, where is this taking place? The underworld, okay? The underworld. Few things to understand about the place. Yes, this can be a physical place, okay? But this is more of that energetic realm. So this is the place this is the place where it happens, right? Where it actually takes place. The physical location, the emotional location. So the underworld speaks of, you know, hitting rock bottom, nightmares, you know, maybe this person being as wise as they are pulled you out of a situation, right? Or maybe you found this person when you had hit rock bottom. So maybe this is why they're coming across as wise, okay? So let's see why here. Temperance in reverse, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, very interesting. So there can be a few things here. Maybe this person has already ended things with you, and so it's kind of like this hanging on energy, pile one. The Temperance in reverse can speak of not reconciliating with this person. So this can be your nightmares, right? This can create a lot of dark places, hitting rock bottom because you feel like you're never going to have this person or reconciliate with this person. For those of you guys who are in a relationship, it's not reconciliation. It's just not having patience. And so when you're not having patience within yourself, much less this person who knows all and sees all, it's an energy of just you really being in your nightmares, creating, you know, nightmares for yourself. You're hitting rock bottom. Is this person yours? Are they not? Should I stay? Should I go? Right? So there's a lot of patience has kind of either never taken place or is not being understood. I don't know, that might register for some of you guys, but I do feel like, honestly, these nightmares and this hitting rock bottom clearly gives you the Ace of Cups energy, right? The power of love and what the power of love can do here. All right, pile number one. So let's take a look at what tool you're going to use here. The tool you're going to be using is the vessel. Interesting. Your body, right? The cup. Not the love that fills this cup, but the actual cup itself, pile number 1. Okay? So clearly this is your body, your vessel. So this is the tool that you use. Okay? Why? Let's see why. 7 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Swords. Very interesting. Okay, pile number 1. I do feel like, honestly, there's a lot of problems and fears within these nightmares, right? There's a lot of problems and fears with hitting rock bottom with this person. There was an ending that took place, okay? And I feel like in the physical, this is why it's your body, your vessel, right? Your cup. When this ending took place, it may have done damage to your body, right? Because this is your tool. This is the body is your tool here. We're gonna have to clarify and see, but I do feel like, honestly, you just allowed these nightmares, these fears, these problems within this connection, within this person, within this non-reconciliation kind of energy here, right? Not having passion, not having love. That would explain why the Ace of Wands is in reverse, as well as the Queen of Cups in reverse. There's a disconnect here. There's a disunion for those of you guys who chose pile number 1, okay? This ending takes place, and I feel like it does some damage to the body here. So let's take a look at what power you're going to use to be able to decide here, okay? Interesting. Anima Mundi, or Mundi. I could be wrong on the pronunciation, you guys. This is the initiator. This is that energy of accepting all and rejecting none, right? I know, you're probably sitting here saying, what do you mean? Accept all, judge none. Accept all, reject none, right? That's a very powerful energy. I just got chills. The Death in reverse, the 8 of Swords in the upright, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So clearly, you know, Spirit's telling you here with this initiation, right, to accept all, reject none. I feel like you're rejecting change, right? The Death card clearly here in reverse is you not wanting change, okay? Or change not taking place with this connection. And so change isn't being, you know what I'm saying, had, right? Things aren't changing. It's still the same way of thinking here with the 9 of Swords energy, right? Now with the 8 of Swords energy, it's things not changing. You not accepting it, right? You rejecting things not changing. So it puts you in the 8 of Swords energy. There's a lot of really thinking here hard, pile number 1. A lot of thinking hard on, should I stay or should I go? Is this my person? Is it not? Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now because of that, you're not manifesting. You're not manifesting the things you want. All right. Advice from Spirit, we have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change. Clearly you're asking yourself, should I stay or should I go, right? You're clicking on this video. You want to know, should you stay or should you go? We also have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Okay. So let's start clarifying here and find out what's really going on. You know, clearly pile number 1 from this energy, I can see why you're having such a hard time struggling with the question, should I stay or should I go? And clearly the person you're dealing with, I feel like, honestly, the fact that you may even be thinking like this in your head, obviously there's something not right within you, right? There's something that you're not receiving. There's not a 50-50 if you're not happy and you don't know if you should stay or if you should go, okay? Or if you should hold on to this person or if you should let them go. And I feel like this wisdom is going to come in through this experience, okay? Maybe this person was wise. Maybe you did, you know, seek them in a time of, again, hitting rock bottom, but it's this energy of learning from them, okay? It really is, because yes, this person may see all and know all, but I feel like eventually you see all and know all here too, right? This kind of energy. So I do want to kind of clarify each of these cards really quick, and then we will get into pile 2, and hopefully this will make sense to you, and hopefully by the end we'll be able to really tell if you can stay or go, or what you should do if you should stay or go, okay? So let's go ahead and start with the Queen of Cups here in reverse. Clearly, we know your person is one of those people that just knows, right? They see it. They're wise. So what is this disconnect with this love, right? Spirit, why is the Queen of Cups here in reverse? Show me what I need to see, please. passion. Very interesting because we have the Ace of Wands next, no passion. So I do feel like, honestly, there could be just some issues with your person. Okay, yes, they may be wise. Yes, maybe you leaned on them during these dark times, but there's a sense of this person not being perfect either, right? This person is very blended when it comes to love and emotions and intimacy, right? There's no difference between passion and love to this person. And I'm not saying that there's not at all. I'm just saying there's an unbalancing here, okay? So maybe they're more in their intimate than they are in their emotions, or vice versa, but it's very hard for them to tell what's what, okay? When they meet you or when they meet other people or when they're with you, it's an energy of, being intimate and love is kind of like the same thing, and for me and others, it's not, especially for those who are more balanced. There's a difference between intimacy and a difference between these emotions, okay? But there is a lot of passion here with this person, okay? There's also a lot of passion that they have for you, okay? There's intense chemistry in this connection. You guys like each other equally. You guys have a lot of fun. I feel like there is a lot of passion here. I do. I just feel like there's a disconnect clearly between this passion and this love. So let's see why the Ace of Wands is here, Spirit. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Why is the Ace of Wands here in reverse, Spirit, for pile number 1? Show me why the Ace of Wands is here. Spirit, why is the Ace of Wands here in reverse? Talking. Interesting. So yeah, I do feel like, again, this is an ending. This is a separation. All right. So the reason there's this Ace of Wands in reverse makes sense now. The reason why the Queen of Cups is here in reverse is because you're separated from this person. So this is why you're in the underworld, right? This is why it's taking place. Nightmares, hitting rock bottom, not having reconciliation. You see this person as someone who is wise, or because of this experience, you are wise with this energy of the owl, okay? You have a lot of passion. There was a lot of intimacy in this connection. It makes complete sense. That's why the Ace of Wands is here in reverse, because there is no passion with this person. This has been cut off for those of you guys who have chose pile one. Okay, so yes, there was intimacy and passion within the connection when you guys are together, but in this separation energy, there's no passion. There's no love. There's an imbalancing here, okay? You guys aren't in union. I do feel like you see this person in your dreams. You wish for this person. You hope for this person. And you guys could be mirroring each other. This person could definitely feel the same way for you. I'm not saying they don't, but it's just that with the Chariot here in reverse, they're not taking action. Okay? They're not taking action right now. This is why Spirit's saying align your life, right? Figure out what needs to go. Make the decision to stay or go, right? So let's see what it is and why the dreams are here. Why is the Star card here? Why are you guys dreaming of each other? Or is it you? Is it them? What's going on here, Spirit, with the Star card? Healing heart. Interesting. So ironically, even though you feel like you're going through pain with this person, the loss of them, the separation with them, it's an energy of actually going through the pain to heal. Because in order to heal, you have to go through the sadness, the grief, the pain. It's the experience. It explains the owl, the wise, right? The wise emotions, the wise seeing things, and the wise action. Freedom from a toxic relationship, right? Addiction, codependency. Yeah. This is obviously a very common energy in my readings, you guys, okay? So I do feel like you guys do, though, I just feel like there's a lot of dreaming about each other. And maybe this person doesn't dream about you. But point blank is pile number 1. There's a lot of you really dreaming of this person, seeing this person in your dreams. But I feel like there's nightmares within these dreams, believe it or not, especially with the place taking, where this is taking place in the underworld. I just feel like there's a lot of nightmares here. I feel like it's like, in your dream state, there's just toxicity even in the dream state, interesting enough. But it's still you dreaming of the toxicity within this connection. I feel it. So let's take a look at the Chariot, why this person isn't taking action. Spirit, show me what I need to see, please. Sword and Rose, mental clarity. Yeah, I feel like you wake up here. I really do. I feel like the unseen energy is, yes, it's your person, right? But I feel like because of your person, that this is why you're having the unseen energy, right? It's like this separation, this disunion with pile number 1 it was such an intimate connection. You feel like this is your one. You have a lot of love here, but there's a disconnect within all this, right? There's a lot of disconnect because you don't actually physically have them. You don't know how they feel. You don't know how they think. This was a very toxic relationship. There was lots of addiction here, okay? But this is that clarity. This is that revelation, the unseen. This is you. Yes, because of your person. This is the character of your person. But because of this person, you see things. You have this revelation. You create protection through this person. This is where you've gained the wisdom with this person, okay? It's important to understand, all right? So let's move on to the place, right, that this takes place in the nightmares, in the rock bottom, in the underworld, okay? Again, the underworld is that place where just a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of negative energy with this card, okay? So again, there's going to be a lot of nightmares within this connection, a lot of hitting rock bottom, or again, just, just not a good place to be, right? And this is caused by this non-reconciliation here. Spirit, why is the Temperance in reverse? Karmic relationship, there you go. So clearly this person walks away to teach you something, okay? There was a lot of intimacy and passion in this connection. So when the connection is separated, when this person walks away, this becomes the addiction, okay? This becomes the, they walk away from you. They trigger it. They trigger you. That's exactly what this is, right? And so this is about you making the decision to fully say, okay, am I going to stay attached to this karmic relationship, or am I going to go? Okay, so that's the decision that you have to make here, pile number one. It's about letting go and loving you. It's about making yourself a decision here. I really feel like, honestly, there was a lot of turmoil in this connection. There was a lot of addiction, a lot of codependency, clearly a lot of intimacy and passion, but there was a disconnect between emotions and intimacy, right? You may have felt love towards this person and intimate. This person didn't understand that, okay? And if they did understand it, they used it against you because they understood it, right? More importantly, though, karmic relationships are really about you fully understanding of letting go so that you can love yourself, right? So again, there's a lot of nightmares here within this non-reconciliation and this person actually being a karmic relationship. But power of love's here, right? The Ace of Cups is here. So let's find out what this power of love is within this nightmare, within this depression of a karmic relationship and not reconciliating. Spirit, why is the Ace of Cups here? Why is the Ace of Cups here, Spirit? Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, oneness, right? Loving self. Very, very, very important, because I think, honestly, yes, there was a lot of happiness in the connection. So when you guys were together, this happiness was very exciting. It felt good. You felt like you deserved it. You felt like this was what it was, right? And then it's like, as soon as this person walks away and treats you like an option, right? It becomes very hard, right? Hitting rock bottom. And again, without having that pain, you can't heal. So it's healing, right? It's growing. It's expanding, believe it or not. It doesn't feel like that when you're going through it, but that's exactly what this is. And so there is a lot of joy here, okay? There is a lot of joy when you guys are together. So it creates, again, the nightmares, because you don't want to let go because it made you feel good, right? But this power of love, right? The power of love that you had for this individual, ironically ends up being the power of love for yourself. That's exactly what this is. So let's see what's going on with the vessel. Now, clearly we know the body's here, right? The vessel, the cup, okay? If you guys watch tarot readings a whole lot, you'll see the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, right? The cups are all about emotions, okay? But more importantly with the cup, this card, I can't pick it up because my long ass nails. It's like picking up a quarter off the ground and it's like it got stuck. Like it like suction to the table. Nope, almost had it. Hold on. Nailed it. All right. So again, the vessel, right? The body energy. This is the cup, not what's inside the cup. Okay, so this isn't the emotions. This is the vessel. This is the body. Okay, so this is the tool, right? The tool that's going to be used with this person. The tool that's going to be used to make the decision to stay in a karmic relationship, or to stay attached to a karmic relationship, or to move on, right? We know there's a lot of problems and fears here. Obviously, it's going to do damage to the body. Okay, it's going to do damage to the vessel. And we know there was a lot of endings within these thoughts, right? Or there's going to be an ending, right? So let's see what's going on here. I do feel like too with the vessel, it's like it's kind of like that energy of your origin, right? Going back to the beginning of things. Not to repeat nightmares over and over again. I'm not saying to go back to the beginning of the connection. This is an energy of going back to the origin of this connection. Why you felt the way you did, what made you feel good, right? Because again, there's this strong significant to go back to the origin. The origin is passion, okay? Passion, intimacy, lust, seduction, right? Spirit, why is the 7 of Wands here for the body? Okay, 2, you get 2. Yeah, healing, healthy choices. So it's just done a toll, right? Maybe it's taken a toll on your body physically, right? Maybe you have bags under your eyes. Maybe you're not eating right. Maybe you're eating too much. Maybe you're not eating healthy. Maybe you're eating, pints and pints of ice cream or gallons. Girl with snake, empath, narcissist, being charmed or used. Yep. Creating boundaries, right? Pile number 1, karmic relationship. I mean, obviously, clearly, you know where this is going, pile number 1. Yes, I'm going to go through the rest of these cards, but I mean, it's having a revelation. It's being clear with yourself that, look, it's there for you to see. It's there for you to see. You don't want to see it, right? You don't want to see this non-reconciliation not taking place. Like, you get it? You get what I'm saying? This is your paradise. This is your dream. But within this paradise and within this dream, you don't have intimacy. You don't have love. You don't have the vessel, right? So it's done damage to your vessel. But these vessels, the damage that it's done, you're going to repair yourself, right? You have the awakening, you make the decision, right? And the decision's up to you. I can't tell you what decision to make. But I can tell you that if this is your situation and this is making sense to you, it should be easier for you to make the decision. Not saying that you're going to make the decision right away, but at least it gives you both options to look at, right? It's about making healthy choices for you. It's about protecting your body, right? It's about setting boundaries so that bodies can't hurt your body again, right? Why is the 9 of Swords here, Spirit? Show me the ending. Okay. To the thought process. Interesting. Okay. So you need to put an ending here to help your body and to make your body healthy. You do need to put an ending to this thinking this is a soulmate, like, right? You need to put an ending to the way you're thinking about this being a soulmate connection here. Okay, you have to. You have to look at this as a karmic relationship, something to learn from. Okay, if it's meant to be, it'll come back around, right? Don't worry about it. I know you love this person. You'll always have this love, okay? Maybe you have some hatred for this person. Maybe you'll always have that hatred. It's just the understanding that no matter what, that energy is always going to be there. It's up to them whether they come back. It's up to their body whether they come back or not, okay? Especially with this non-reconciliation, the disunion. Yeah, power, love, right? Oh, wait, there was another card under here. Okay, hold on. There's a lot of cards here. Let's take a look here. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, for sure. I really feel like you do feel like this is a soulmate connection. And so you have to put an ending to the way this is thinking, right? That thinking, right? You have to focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. You have to face these shadows, collective. Pile number 1, you have to face these shadows. You have to face the dark areas, the problems and the fears you don't want to face. The fact that this could be a karmic relationship, right? The fact that this is over, right? That this is not the soulmate connection that you're, okay. Just look at it in this concept. If you're thinking that this is a soulmate and you don't know if you should walk away or if you should stay, you're not happy being where you're at in this connection. So you have to look at that. You have to look at that unhappiness and stop creating this fairy tale soulmate connection with this person. And I'm not saying that you have to completely lose it, but you have to bring it down 50%. You have to say, okay, well, just as much as there's a possibility that this could be a soulmate connection, there's the possibility that this is a karmic relationship. Okay, and I'm supposed to learn something here. So again, it's about really focusing on yourself. It's about doing the shadows, right? Facing the nightmares with the underworld card, okay? Hitting rock bottom, right? Hit rock bottom already so that you can face the reality of it and move on, right? So that you can heal, so that you can appreciate yourself in the battles you fought alone, all right? We also have boat, right? Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closures. You guys, I can't make this shit up, okay? I really can't here. This is about you really putting an ending to the way that you're thinking so that you could fully put an end to things that don't serve you, right? moving forward with your life, making a decision to finally move forward instead of staying stagnant or behind or just on that repeat, right? That repeat that you can't stop. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. I feel like this person abandoned you a lot. I really do. You think this is a soulmate connection, and Spirit's telling you need to put an ending to this because it's not working for you. This thought process hasn't worked for you up until now. All right. Look, second card of healing, time. Everything takes time. You know, it's not saying, look, let me tell you something. I've seen twin flame journeys literally come back to each other after karmic relationship after karmic relationship. And I'm talking about the twin flames themselves being karmic relationships. I'm not saying that this person can't change and come forward in the future and that you can't change and progress and that you guys can meet up in the future. But what I'm saying right now with this current energy, there's a lot of issues here. There's a lot of just not facing those fears that this person is not the soulmate you think they are. But look, see, you need to put an ending to this. You're still waiting for their phone call. You're still waiting for them to message you. You're still waiting for them to contact you. The reconciliation is here in reverse, right? The temperance in reverse. You don't have it. You don't have the conversation. I don't feel conversation here. I feel a lot of passion, a lot of intimacy in past tense. I feel, a lot of energy of you needing to heal because it's a karmic relationship. I feel a lot of just this energy of, again, it's hard to face the facts, right? It's hard to finally make that decision to say, okay, you know what? I don't physically have this person. Why am I giving them my energy? I do need to move forward with my life. I do need to make the decision to move on. Now, clearly, we still have 3 more cards, you guys, okay? So let's pull and see what's going on here. So now we're moving on to that power again, right? That initiation. The initiation is, again, accept all, reject none. Key importance, accept all, reject none. So in other words, if you feel like this person is your soulmate, well, then 50% hold on to that's your soulmate. But remember, also accept the negative, that this person could be a karmic relationship, right? It's like you look at the situation and it's fantasy, and it's all fantasy and not reality, right? So it's understanding that you need to face those fears and incorporate some of the realities of the situation in with it, okay? So I'm not saying for you to stop thinking completely, right? I'm telling you to just change the way you're thinking a little bit. And if you can't do it overnight, remember baby steps. Just start, looking at things at more of a 50-50 here. So we're going to be tapping into this energy, this power, right? Because we know that you're going to use your body to heal, to really be able to recover and to be able to, again, go forward. So now going forward, you're going to have this power to really, again, accept all and reject none, okay? So let's see why the death card is here. Okay, why is there no change here? Why is the death card here in reverse, Spirit? That didn't flip, hold on. Okay, that did. Palm tree, stability. Yeah, security, right? So the things not changing in your situation with this person, right, is because you need to go through things not changing so that you could be stable for yourself, so that you could be permanent for yourself. Because clearly this energy is not permanent. This energy is not stable. This energy is not consistent. Okay, this person is not consistent. So it's an energy of understanding that things didn't change between you and this person because things weren't stable, but 2, because stability had to be incorporated, right? So it's understanding with this, accept all, reject none. Accept that this is your stability. Accept that this is all you're going to get from this energy. Okay, this is it. So you have to accept it for what it is. Don't turn a blind eye to it. You have to see it, right? You have to see it here. Be flexible for yourself, though, right? Be harmonious with yourself, right? Accept the good, but accept the bad too here. All right, so why is the 8 of Swords energy here, Spirit, for accept all, reject none? I feel like you need to accept the facts that you're really in your head about the way you think about this situation and this person. Yeah, it's ascension, though. Look, ascension, straight up. Right? You're ascending. You had to be feeling trapped so that you could fully go through the experience and gain the owl energy, right? The owl energy of being wise, seeing all, knowing all, okay? Protecting yourself, creating those boundaries, healing, growing, expanding, ascending, right? Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, experience, new phase. But guess what? More importantly, preparing for union. it's almost like the only thing stopping you from actually having the union of your dreams, having the union that you feel is right, not what you physically see, but the feelings you have inside that you deserve, you know, the feelings that you feel when you're in your nightmares because this person's not communicating or reconciliating with you, but knowing you deserve what you think is right, or knowing what you deserve, feeling what you deserve, that's this energy. That's that ascension. It's preparing you. It's going through this experience with this person to prepare you for the union you deserve, okay? Because without these experiences, you're not wise in the experience, right? You're not wise to see things. Therefore, you won't be wise to take action, okay? Let's take a look at the Ace of Pentacles. What are you not manifesting here? Spirit, what's going on with this lack of power of manifestation? And why does pile number 1 need to accept it and reject none of it? Love, unconditional love. So accept it all, reject none of it. Understand that this unconditional love has stopped you from manifesting. This unconditional love with this person has actually stopped you from manifesting this unconditional love you want, straight up, okay? This is that 50-50, right? What you give, or what you get, you give, or what you give, you expect to get back. This is an energy of you putting in and not getting anything in back, but still waiting on this person to make a decision, right? Yeah, so I'm going to be honest with you with this energy. Let me finish going through the deck and see if there's anything else Spirit wants to pop out. Anything, Spirit? Okay, nothing, you guys. So that's pretty much it for pile number 1. We're going to be moving on to pile number 2, you guys. Bottom of the deck, though, before we go on to pile number 2, I like you, right? Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, want a date. So I do feel like, honestly, there's other options that you may have that you don't even know. I would say off this energy, if this was my personal, like, what would I do if this was my personal reading on if I should stay or if I should go, I would totally walk the fuck away from this energy. You know, especially if this person's not reconciliating with you, if it puts you in a place where there's nightmares and fears and hitting rock bottom. You get what I'm saying? If, yes, you feel passion, but you don't physically have passion, right? If you feel love for this person, but you don't physically have it, you know, it's about being clear with yourself. It's about seeing things for what they are. It's about accepting all of it for what it is, okay? It's not sugarcoating shit. It's not dipping it in chocolate. It's saying, okay, this is what it is. It's like, and I'm not saying I'm talking about this person in specific, but it's like taking dog shit and dipping it in chocolate. It's still dog shit. You have to accept it for what it is, right? Don't reject any of it, including the positive things too, right? So don't reject it. You just have to look at it and say, okay, look, it is what it is. This is the negatives in the in this is the positives. But, you know, right now the damage that's being done is to your vessel, okay? So before we go on to pile 2, let's finish this off with these last 2 messages that I did speak on, but we're going to go over them again. Align your life. What is not aligned needs to change, okay? Pile number 1 needs to change. You need to make this decision. You need to, if it's not aligning up, okay, don't reject none of that shit. If it's dog shit dipped in chocolate, that's what it is. Don't reject it, okay? Karmic relationship, right? Reality, karmic relationship, or fantasy, soulmate connection. You choose, okay? The blue flame, remember, spontaneous awakening. The sword and the rose, activation, healing, ascending. This is a lot of powerful energy, pile 1. Seriously, a lot of powerful energy, okay? So it's understanding that you're being activated. It's integration time. It's exactly what it is. This is getting you ready, right? These emotions, this non-reconciliation, this all of this shit is activating you. It's getting you ready. It's giving you the full that you need to ascend. It really is. This is beautiful energy. So with that being said, again, if this was my personal reading, pile number 1, I would say, again, it's dog shit dripped in chocolate, okay? Dipped in chocolate, however you want to say it. So again, see it for what it is, accept all of it for what it is, and hopefully this helped you to make a decision when it comes to this person, okay? So we're going to be getting into pile number 2. Like I said, you guys, if you guys are catching this live, you'll know because there'll be a live red button. And if so, you guys, you won't be able to fast forward, okay? Just keep that in mind. So you will have to be seeing me go through this in between, all right? But yeah, so I do apologize, pile number 1. I hope, I hope that helps you. I'm not trying to knock anybody now. And remember too, All of your stories are going to be different, right? Everybody's situation is going to be a little bit different from the other. So remember to also, if this didn't fit your story, don't make a decision if this didn't fit, right? Don't even make a decision based off my reading. You need to make the decision for yourself, but hopefully these will give you the, the building blocks that you need, or at least a little bit of guidance from, from spirit, just to be able to make that decision, okay? So let's go ahead and get into pile number 2. Let me clear this deck, okay, you guys, so we can get it ready for pile number 2 as well. Sorry, a little bit of time in between, you guys, okay, because this is live streaming. So pile number 1, I hope that helped you. We're going to start getting into pile number 2. Pile number 2, let me go ahead and pull up that picture for you guys so you can take a look again. All right, let's go back over. Pile number 2, you guys chose the purple amethyst. Yes, this image is a little bit edited, so it's a little bit more colorful than what it should be, but you did choose pile number 2. Here we go, okay? So pile number 2, clearly we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be looking at your person, what the overall energy is, the place that this takes place, the tool that is needed, as well as the power that you're going to have, right? So pile number 2, for those of you guys who chose the amethyst, like I said in the picture, it was a lot more colorful. But this is the purple amethyst, okay? Beautiful stone. Obviously, purple is one of my favorite colors. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your pick a card reading, okay? Overall energy, we have the hearth energy, okay? This is home, right? But more importantly with this card, it's the home within, okay? As well as the 3D home, okay? The home you actually build, all right? So this is happiness in our hearts as well as our home, okay? What kind of person are you dealing with? Interesting, you're dealing with the creator, okay? Possibly someone who is very creative, maybe an artist, maybe a musician, maybe, a content creator, maybe someone who has their own business, is, entrepreneur kind of creator. There's a lot of energy here with the creator energy, okay? Because there's so many different, avenues that the creator can go in. King of Swords energy, 4 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Wands in reverse, and 4 of Cups in reverse. So for those of you guys who chose pile 2, you're in communication with this person, okay? Definitely you're in communication with this person. I do feel like, this person is very clear with certain things. I'll clarify and find out exactly what they're clear with. But pile 2, your person really likes to create. So I do feel like they're able to really use their words to create what they want. They're really able to listen and create things, right? So again, this is why I said like entrepreneur type energy, content creator here on YouTube, whatever it is, different avenues when it comes to creation, but this person can create things. And to really be able to create and fully achieve, especially when it comes to that 50-50, you have to be not only very clear with what you speak, but very clear with what you hear as well. So I do feel like this King of Swords energy, I do feel like your person's very clear, speaks very clear. Maybe this person has a harsh tongue, maybe not. It's kind of hard to say. But I do feel like this person does know, or maybe this person doesn't. Maybe this person is just more of that energy that fully says things, and when they say things, you understand it. It sounds so magical, so amazing. But there's the energy of the 4 of Wands. Okay, the 4 of Wands energy is not very stable when it comes to the foundation work, and you have the 4 of Cups in reverse too. Okay, this foundation is not good on an intimate level or on a romantic, emotional level. Yes, there's communication about intimacy. Yes, there's communication happening between you two. Okay, but this is still an energy of the creation. Okay, the foundation of this connection, intimately and emotionally, is not right. Okay. I do feel like this person, okay, your person that you're dealing with, because of this creative characteristic in them, right? Because of this creative archetype, it's an energy of really, again, being able to vocalize things intimately and emotionally. So I feel like, again, there's a lot of fast conversations, right? A lot of wild conversations. But again, as far as the foundation work goes, on this intimate level and on this emotional level, it's very rocky, the foundation, right? The foundation needs work, okay? All right, so where? Interesting, the cave energy. So the cave energy speaks of, in the positive, this is going within and seeking answers, right? But on the negative, it's more of isolation. Two of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So pile number 2, there's one of two things that could be going on here. You know, one of them could be that your person has gone so far in that you feel like they aren't listening, or it's not about not communicating. I feel like they communicate very well here. It's just that maybe they've gone so far in intimately and emotionally, maybe because of past tense issues, but there's a disunion. They're unbalanced, right? They've gone so far in, they're stuck in there. And because of this, and I'll tell you, with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, your person's going within and thinking about the shit that they've manifested that didn't turn out so good. They're definitely thinking about this separation and this disunion. So even if you guys are physically together, because there's communication here. So I feel like you guys, maybe you're not physically in a like social media type of relationship or whatever, right? A committed relationship. Maybe you guys are friends and you're just curious if you should stay and wait for this person to wake up or if you should go. But it's still an energy of there's still a disunion here, okay? So whether this is an actual disunion in the 3D or 5D, there's a disunion, okay? This person's gone within, and I feel like this person's gone within to figure out what this unbalancing is. I feel like this person's gone in and really just thought about shit so much that they're stuck, okay? They can't move forward. They're not manifesting. They're not seeing how to take action forward. It's a stagnation energy here. So I do feel it more on the negative end, okay? The other option here is that you could be going really far in, all right? Pile number 2, you could be going so far in about this disunion within this person. Again, thinking about like what went wrong, what went right kind of energy, that you've gone so far in that you're isolated, okay, that you're unbalanced here. So let's see the tool you're going to be using. Sword. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. You need to make a decision, okay? That's what the sword's about. It's about you know, cutting through the bullshit, defending yourself kind of energy, right? It's about choosing day or night. I know it's fucked up, right? It's about, you know, two choices, a decision that needs to be made, and using your knife to slice it and choose, right? Or to stab it and select it, right? Why is this here? Queen of Wands in reverse, yep. Ace of Swords in reverse, interesting, very interesting. So I do feel like, you know, there's an energy of really like, it's like an energy of holding on to something, and when you hold on to it, it creates bitterness, right? It's like, especially if it doesn't look the way you want it to look, right? Sorry, you guys. So it's an energy of really choosing, okay, do you stay with the bitter, or do you, it's not even about choosing. A choice needs to be made, because I feel like right now, and maybe there's two choices for you guys. Maybe that's why you're asking, should I stay or should I go? Maybe you have another option. Maybe you're just wanting to know, do I stay or do I go, period, right? Nothing more, nothing less. But it's still an energy of not being clear here. Not being clear and not taking action towards creativeness, not taking action towards passion, intimacy, right? It's an energy of really just not being sure, okay? But the sword is the tool. You need to make the decision. A choice needs to be made, right? Because staying in isolation here is just creating this Two of Cups in reverse. It's creating this not knowing what is good and what is bad in the things that you have manifested, okay? Rocky foundations, remember? It's exactly what this is, a rocky foundation. All right, so let's look at the power, the initiation. Okay, I hope I pronounced this right. Alethea, I believe that's how you pronounce this, Alethea. I feel like, honestly, with this energy, it's really understanding. Let's see here. It's about making a decision. It's confirming making a decision here, right? Advice from Spirit, 7 Star Sisters, and the Double Mission, Light Worker, Starseed. Yeah, show the world being you. Okay, so let me break this down a little bit. I'm going to have to clarify a lot here, obviously, pile number 2, but this is a lot of information. But so Athelia is about really making a decision too. Not even making a decision. This is about you really seeing the truth for what it is. It's almost like being shown, but at the same time, like making a decision because you're seeing things, right? It's kind of like clarity when it comes to emotions a little bit, I feel like it's like you have a choice here to stay in this isolation, right? Stay in this isolation and have this same kind of energy over and over again, or make a decision to actually, and I feel like even so, the decision, it's like you're looking at the new possible future, the new passionate beginning, like the new passionate and intimate beginning in the future. It's like you're almost not looking at it really fully. Does that make sense? So there's this energy of being isolated or making a choice to just kind of, right? There's not a whole lot of excitement for this new beginning, right? There's not a whole lot of excitement for a new journey. It's a very, I'll just go in, I'll think about this separation over and over again. I'll think about this creator. I'll think about, my communication and what we speak about, but I'm okay with this rocky foundation, right? As long as I have this person in my life. Double mission energy, right? It's kind of living two lives. But I do feel like there's this strong energy, though, that you know this. And I do feel like you have this truth, like this truth is revealed to you here. So let's clarify a little bit and find out what's going on. Let's start with the King of Swords energy here. Clearly, let's find out why this creator is being in the King of Swords energy and why the King of Swords energy is even here, okay? Dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So yeah, I feel like honestly, this person, I feel like you're going to get this truth with this person. I feel like you're just going to wake up and you're going to finally see it. You're going to change and you're going to heal. I'm going to be honest with you, pile number 2. Okay. This is just how I'm feeling with this reading. I do feel like you get this mental clarity with this person. Okay. And because energy is so fluid, this creative energy could be you too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you're asking the question, do you stay or do you walk away? And you're trying to create something new, even though you're something new, it's not happening because you just quite don't see it yet, right? You're still caught up in this going within and being isolated here. Or maybe your person is, right? Energy is very fluid here on my channel, but regardless, this King of Swords energy is you taking action to mental thought, you taking action to clarity, being lighthearted when you find out things might not work out for you or things aren't what you want them to be. It's being lighthearted about it. It's not taking it personal. It's not taking it super, super sensitive. It's not taking it and being depressed about it. It's just saying, okay, it is what it is, and moving forward, right? Changing, healing, adapting, right? It's shit's going to happen in the worst way sometimes, right? That's just how life is. So it's about you saying, okay, fuck it. It is what it is, right? So Spirit, why is the Four of Wands here? Remember, I told you there's a rocky foundation when it comes to intimacy and love with this person. Sunglasses, perception, focused out. I don't feel like your person is all on you, okay? I don't feel like all eyes are on you with this person. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like this person is looking somewhere else. And maybe even if they're not looking somewhere else, okay, maybe those are for some of you guys. Maybe that message was for some of you guys who knows your person is kind of in another relationship or may be looking at someone. But what I really feel like with this card is a mirroring energy for both of you guys. I feel like regardless, your person could be looking at, at everybody else around them, and same thing with you. Sorry, you guys. And I feel like the same thing, again, with you. I feel like you're really focused on this person, the communication, right? The intimacy, the love here, right? Again, I feel like you feel like this person is your home, or they make you happy, therefore you feel like this is your home, right? But again, it's just being focused out. Your perception's out here. So why is the Eight of Wands here? What is this communication, Spirit? Show me what this communication is. Self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So I do feel like you do get a huge awakening at some point. You have this truth revelation type of energy. I feel like you find something out. Maybe you're looking out and you see something, and it's like, okay, you realize it. You realize something here, because it's like you really start focusing on yourself with this energy. So this Eight of Wands, this communication is actually with yourself in a new intimate way. Very interesting. So what is the Four of Cups here for, Spirit? Why is the Four of Cups here? In reverse, remember? The foundation that's rocky when it comes to emotion. Spirit, why is the Four of Cups here? Not enough. frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So yeah, I do feel like, honestly, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I feel like this person is focused out. I feel like there's someone else. And I feel like because of this is making you feel like you're not enough, right? You're very frustrated in this connection, hence why you're asking, should you stay or should you go, right? I do feel like there's a lack of confidence here, right? This is why Spirit's saying, you know, yes, communicate, but at the same time, communicate with yourself. Focus on yourself, right? Take that time that you need to do the shadow work to heal. I do feel like, obviously, with these jealousy issues, right, this person has maybe been looking elsewhere, or maybe you're just a jealous individual because this person likes to make you feel jealous, maybe because they're so creative, they feel like they need more, right? Regardless, there's a very rocky foundation here, okay? So let's take a look at who's being isolated here, okay? Is it you or is it your person? With the Two of Cups, I feel like it's both of you guys, okay? Spirit, why is the Two of Cups here? Heartbroken, all right? Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. Yeah, I do feel like, honestly, you've really gone in here about this breakup. So I do feel like there's been a breakup has taken place with pile 2, okay? So I feel like the energy you're asking the question of should you stay or should you go is an energy of, or at least if you're wanting to leave somebody, because again, this is going to be different situations, right? Different strokes for different folks. For some of you guys, you could be in a relationship, going within, thinking about breaking up with this person, separating from this person, but also thinking about the heartbreak that's going to take place with this separation, right? Vice versa for both of you. Maybe the person walking away feels like this, maybe the person being walked away from, right? I feel like this is that harm, even though it's unbalanced, I feel like both, you know, I feel both energies here. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Spirit, why is the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse? The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Groom and transform your life. So I feel like, honestly, wow. So for some of you guys, this is going to be somebody who's ended things with you. But for some of you guys, this is, the ending is in the process of taking place, okay? Cupid's arrow at the bottom of the deck. Have faith that love is coming. So I do feel like this isolation takes place because of an ending for some of you guys, but then I also feel like this isolation takes place because of the thought of leaving this person or the thought of walking away from this person. There's a lot of feeling bad, right? I do feel like this ending, though, takes place or has taken place, right? Because of this lightning card happening fast. And then again, the Grim Reaper having to sit there and look back at what went wrong, what went right, right? So I do feel an ending in energy, in current energy. So maybe this is for you guys trying to make that decision. Should you stay or should you go? Or maybe this is your person, right? With this outer perspective and making you feel like you're not enough because they're indulging in other options, right? Maybe being unfaithful here. So we know that you're going to use the sword to do it, right? The sword is about making those decisions. So let's see what's going on with the decision that needs to be made, okay? Again, the sword, it's not really about, you know, yes, you can cut through bullshit if you decide to with that sword, but more importantly, it's about using that sword to select your option, right? To stab it and pull it your way. Or to at least two options that are kind of together to split it right down the middle so that you can see the two options, okay? So that you're using the tool, you're using the decisions themselves, okay? Queen of Wands energy, clearly a lack of intimacy, a lack of passion, but more importantly, someone who is very promiscuous, someone who's a little all over the place with emotions, maybe very overprotective, overbearing, and the Ace of Swords energy, not clear, all right? So maybe this is you being overpowering with yourself, thinking that you'll never have an intimate connection again. I don't know what's going on here. Let's find out why the Queen of Wands is here in reverse. Spirit, why is the Queen of Wands here in reverse? Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So I feel like one of your decisions is past tense, right? This past energy. Spirit, why is the Ace of Swords here? Mirroring each other. self-image, relationships reflect over wounds, introspection. So yeah, I feel like honestly, there's an energy with pile number 2 of really having to decide here. Having to decide, okay, are you going to make a decision for others or are you going to make a decision for yourself? And I do feel like this mirroring energy, yes, okay, it's reality in a way, but it's also not what you probably expect it to be with mirroring energy. It's about you taking a look in the mirror. It's about you looking at yourself and saying, okay, I keep looking back. What can I use? Harley, stop it. Yeah. What can I use from the past to be able to create better in the future, right? So it's about looking in the mirror and start really looking at yourself here, right? And making a decision. I feel like you need to look at yourself. And I don't mean the 3D look at yourself. I'm talking about looking at yourself because, okay, one of the most important things I can say in most of my readings is the way you see others is actually a reflection of yourself. So if you feel like this person is your everything, that means that you have a lot of confidence within yourself. You feel like you are everything, right? But at the same time, if you feel like this person's never going to come back to you, this person doesn't love you, you're going to end up, you get what I'm saying? That's because there's a part of you that doesn't love yourself and doesn't respect yourself, right? So it's about however you feel about someone, there's got to be a little bit of similarities within, right? You've got to be able to look in the mirror and face that reality within yourself, right? But I also do feel like you guys are mirroring each other. I feel like you guys are both kind of in the same energy, honestly. I feel like both of you guys aren't really happy, or both of you guys are kind of unsure here. Both of you guys are having issues when it comes to not feeling like enough, right? And I feel like both of you guys, I feel like either there's a mutual decision that's made here with this cave energy, right? The isolation. It's like I feel like both of you guys have kind of gone within here because you're heartbroken over the situation or what's going on in the situation. And again, with this fast action, with the separation and the Grim Reaper, again, I feel like this is either you finally make the decision to walk away or your person does, or you guys both agree on it here, okay? So let's take a look at Alethea, right? Or Alethea. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but again, this is seeing the truth for what it is, okay? So why is the alien here? I feel like there's this energy of right now you're really focusing on, again, this outer perspective of what, looking at this person on social media, thinking about the physical body of this person or the whatever this is. Yeah, look, seduction. See? So I feel like there's, again, that's that 3D energy, right? That's the touch, the feel of it, right? Not the emotions of what you feel, but the feeling of it, the 3D of it. So there's a big energy of really just seeing the truth for what it is. I feel like you're going to see that there was a lot of seduction. And therefore, that's why the foundation was so rocky in the beginning, right? Let's get a few more cards here. Spirit, anything else for the alien in reverse? Palm tree, stability. Yeah, of course, right? So for you, the decision is, okay, do I choose seduction or do I choose stability? I feel like through this connection, there was a lot of seduction. There was a lot of intimacy, but it wasn't stable intimacy. And it didn't lead to love, right? So there is this, again, isolation taking place, separation taking place. A decision needs to be made, right? A decision does get made, okay? But I do feel like it does put you in this, you're really focused outward on everything. So maybe you're comparing yourself to other situations, or maybe you're just really looking at the situation, right? Really looking at the situation. That looking at the situation is what creates the truth. That's when you start seeing the seduction. That's when you start to see it for what it is, right? The seduction. And that's what actually creates the stability, okay? So let's take a look at the Two of Wands. Then why is the Two of Wands in reverse here? Why is there no new passionate beginning? Heart with key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Let's get a few more cards. That's a little interesting, Spirit. Elaborate, please. Butterfly, relationships evolving, take it to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. Spirit, anything else? Let's go through this deck, finish it out, and then I'll tell you what I think here, okay? Nothing else. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Axe. Breakup, separation, stop a pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So maybe this ending already did take place for you guys. Maybe you guys are currently on a little separation. I don't really know what's going on with this because This energy here at the ending is saying that you're not going to take it. The truth is that there's not going to be a new passionate beginning. The truth is this person has your heart, vice versa. You guys are marrying each other. There's a heart with key here, right? This is about understanding each other, growing, and then you have the butterfly. This is about learning from past memories, past mistakes. Honestly, for pile number 2, the way I feel in this situation, I feel that your spouse probably cheated on you. You probably left them, or vice versa. It's an energy of feeling jealous, right? And feeling like this isn't going to be stable, right? And a lot of going within and being kind of in that energy of just isolation, right? So I do feel like an ending took place because someone was unfaithful here in this connection. And again, somebody took the initiative to end things fast. But for those of you guys who this is resonating for, if you have walked away from this person because they cheated on you, or this person has walked away from you because you've cheated on them, it's an energy of saying that you guys have each other's heart here, right? It's about something with childhood here. Relationships evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. So I do feel like, I mean, clearly you're going to have to make that decision for yourself, right? Especially if this person was unfaithful to you. It's about looking at those memories and really deciding the truth in this. Are you really happy? Did you just go so far in isolating that you just, you ended things without fully thinking? Now, clearly, I'm not saying that any of you guys should stay with anybody that cheats on you, okay? If you need to make that decision for yourself to walk away and to continue to stay gone, then do it. Do what's best for you. But this is a very weird energy. Like I said, it's an energy of just really, seeing the truth for what it is and making a decision, period. So I don't feel like, I don't feel like you're going to walk away from this one. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like you stay because this person has the key to your heart. I really do. Again, I'm not encouraging you to stay, but I do feel like that's just the choice that's made. I feel like the truth is what the truth is. I feel like this person will always have your heart, right? This person will always have that space in your heart. So again, you need to make a decision to walk away. If this was my personal situation, I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't be able to make a decision off of this. I guess I would have to really dive deeper and find out what's really going on, because again, I wasn't confirmed that this person was unfaithful. Yes, there was outer perception. Yes, somebody was frustrated and felt like not enough. So I am picking up on that, but that's not saying that all of you guys are. Excuse me. But again, I feel like it's this energy of this person will always have your heart no matter what decision you make, right? You'll always love this person. You'll always wish this person wasn't unfaithful or made you feel like you weren't enough. Like you will always think about this ending. And, it may even put you into isolation again. But once the decision's made and you see the truth, you'll see the truth of this person. You'll always love them. They'll always have your heart. It's just that, there's some growth that's needed, clearly. Okay. Advice from Spirit. Overall advice from Spirit is the 7 Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. Okay. Interesting because we have the creator energy. So although this is, a lot of mirroring energy here, even though you see this person as someone who is very creative, someone, who can do many things and do many things well, this energy is also for you. Okay. This energy is also saying this is about you birthing new creations for yourself here. Okay. This is about you really expressing yourself through creation. Okay. Through creation of relationships like this, through creation of, sadness, grief, heartbreak, growth, and seeing truth for what it is and growing. It's actually a beautiful energy, double mission, light worker, starseed, right? Serve the world by being you. Maybe you were made to go through this experience so that you could write a book. Maybe you were made to go through this experience so that you could start a podcast on unfaithful people. I mean, maybe you want to be a counselor now because of this. I mean, I don't know. This energy is strong though. It's about going through this experience, the experience of this, just to be able to really serve the world in a better way. I know it sounds weird, but the decision's ultimately you. Like I said, based off of this energy, personally, I wouldn't. It's a very, regardless, this person has your heart or you have this person's heart. So it's an energy of just being confident where it's at. Now, if you already made the decision to walk away, then you're confident, with an ending. But if you're asking yourself, should you go back to somebody, that might be a little bit different, a little bit more trickier. We'll have to save that for another reading. But based off of this energy, I wouldn't be able to make the decision. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? maybe you need more time. Maybe that's a sign to just kind of understand that you're evolving and you're going through things. There's a lot of healing, being, heartbroken, but there's also shadow work that needs to be done and communication that needs to take place within you. Okay. Or maybe even communication with this person. Don't leave this person out in the cold, but also don't gaslight this person either. Okay. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into pile number 3. I am going to go back to the image so you guys can look at the image for a minute. You will hear me and you can talk with me. But for those of you guys that didn't see the piles, we have pile 1, which we've already done. Pile number 2, obviously, we just finished. And so now we are moving on to pile number 3. Pile number 3 is the rose opalite, okay? So obviously, if you guys didn't see that in the beginning of the reading, that's because you weren't here. I apologize. As soon as I'm done with this live stream, I will go put in timestamps for you guys so that you guys can actually fast forward and not have to sit here and listen to the whole thing. Okay, you guys? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into pile number 3, okay? Pile number 3, you guys chose the opalite, the beautiful little heart opalite here, okay? One of my favorite little stones. It's tiny, but it's impactful, right? So again, this is all about asking that question, asking that self to yourself, asking that question to yourself. Do you stay or do you go? Now, clearly it's harder to, actually decide than it is to think about it, but it's always wise to think about both of your options and think about both of your decisions, okay? So again, for those of you guys who chose the heart opalite, here we go, pile number 3. All right, so overall energy, we do have the jack-o'-lantern protection, okay? Yes, I waited to use these cards till August 1st because you guys, I love Halloween, clearly you can tell. So it was very hard for me to wait till August 1st to use my Halloween deck, okay? But yes, this is the jack-o'-lantern. It's all about protection, okay? So clearly either you see this person as protection or you feel like you have to protect them. What kind of person are you dealing with? You're dealing with a healer. Whoop, whoop. Light workers, what's up? So you're dealing with a light worker. Remember, it's important to understand that even though this person may be a light worker, they might not know they're a healer, okay? Most healers go through experiences, and ultimately these experiences lead them to where they go. Some people are born with it. Some people just have gifts. So again, some people just might even not look at the gifts that they have, right? Or acknowledge the gifts they have. So understand that when I say the healer, this is someone who, can be very nurturing. This is someone who can understand. The healer is very, again, intuitive, a light worker, right? I do feel like on the negative end, this person can be spiteful, right? This person can probably also bite just as hard as someone can bite them, right? It's like that sweet and sour, right? It's like this person can definitely be very powerful and very positive and spread nothing but positive energy. But if this person feels anything, they can become very protective and very just as evil, right? Because there's negatives and positives with all energy, okay? So why is the healer energy here, Spirit? We have the 10 of Wands, Princess of Pentacles in reverse, the 5 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. All right, and where does this take place? This takes place in the womb, okay? The origin. 6 of Cups in reverse, the High Priestess. Interesting. What tool are you going to use? The tear. Releasing, right? King of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and what power, what initiation? Ooh, Eros. Okay. Lots of intimacy, lots of eroticism, okay, lots of passion. This is a very heated conversation. This is a very heated connection, all right? Overall advice from Spirit, we have play and a new earth. Okay. Let's take a look here. Let's start diving, okay, you guys? So we have the healer. Like I said, the healer is someone who is intuitive, a light worker, right? Someone who understands the difference between light and dark. Doesn't necessarily have to at this point in life. These cards like keep sticking to this table so hard. Okay, it's staying there, you guys. You don't get to see it. You already saw it once. You guys. Man, you guys, this energy is different. Okay, this energy is very different. I will say, This may be you. All right, pile number 3, this may be you. I do feel there's an energy of things not really working right here. There's a lot of competition, a lot of conflicts, a lot of battles within this person. Again, this might be you here, okay? It's hard to say because, again, it's still going to mirror because the way you see someone is a reflection of yourself, so vice versa. So whether this is you or this person doesn't really matter. The energy is the energy, right? Because energy is so fluid, you're going to have to put yourself where you need to. It'll make sense where it needs to, right? There's a lot of protection here, right? And with the healer card, I feel like you're guided here. Now, you're trusting your intuition, clearly, because we have the High Priestess here. This is a very powerful reading, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. Very powerful reading. I feel like whoever clicked on pile number 3 definitely has some gifts, maybe some gifts you don't know about. Maybe the awakening is just taking place. Maybe you have questions about things, but this energy is here, okay? 10 of Wands energy, very interesting. So I do feel like an ending took place to release burdens, okay, with this connection. Maybe you trusted your intuition. Maybe you are a light worker, and maybe you ended this passionate connection, okay? So maybe now you're wondering, do you fully let go energetically, or do you hold on, okay? Now, for others of you guys, maybe this person released burdens, and maybe, or maybe you release burdens here. Maybe you guys are still physically together, but there's just a releasing of burdens here, okay? We'll clarify and find out. Princess of Pentacles energy, again, an immature way to manifest. I do feel like there's just a lack of manifesting a partner emotionally here. 5 of Swords energy, again, this is that energy of just really being in conflict with this person, or conflicts happening and feeling protected by this person. 8 of Cups energy, either this person's walked away from you here, or they want to walk away from you here to something that they think is better, but honestly, with this energy, it's not better, okay? And if it's vice versa, if this is you, pile number 3, this is your energy of wanting to walk away towards something better, and Spirit's saying here it's not better, okay? So I'm definitely feeling lots of competition, lots of options with this reading, period, off the get-go, okay? The womb, okay, this is taking place, the womb. This is about origin, right? Origin. I do feel like there's this energy to really think about where this connection all started, okay? Right? 10 of Wands, lots of passion, okay? Ending, we already know, initiation, a powerful eroticism, okay? So there's this emphasis on origin, going back to the place, the very beginning of this connection. I feel like in the very beginning of this connection, in the origin of this connection, there was already a disunion with the 6 of Cups in reverse, okay? Right? So remember what I talk about here on my channel a lot. If you are not in union within, you will attract ununion counterparts, okay? That's just how it works, right? So if there's this 6 of Cups energy, this disunion within this energy within you, and there was a disunion within your person, you guys are attracted to each other, you meet up, and so there's a disunion from the very beginning, okay? So I don't feel like this was a strong connection from the get-go. Now, I don't mean strong connection intimately. There was a lot of intimate here, a lot of sex here, okay? A lot of lust, romance, passion, drive, ambition. But there was never a union when it came to emotions, okay? So maybe in the beginning of this situation, in the very beginning, because we're talking about the womb, the origin, right? In the beginning of this relationship, it was an energy of maybe one of you loving more than the other, okay? Vice versa. One of you guys being consistent, the other one not emotionally, right? The High Priestess, though, there was, again, you felt like you were trusting your intuition in the beginning, and Spirit's making you go back to this origin of this disconnect, right? I mean, because clearly there's a disconnect. You wouldn't be asking if you should stay or should go, right? Something that has to do with this origin of this disconnect has to do with your intuition here, okay? You being the High Priestess. Again, this is a powerful reading. We have the healer, the light worker, right? We have the origin, the womb. We have the 6 of Cups, right? I mean, the 10 of Wands, High Priestess. All right. So next we have, what tool are you going to use? You're going to be using your tear. Okay, your tear is releasing, right? releasing the sadness, releasing the pain, releasing all of these energies, right? Crying it out. King of Wands energy, crying it out over the King of Wands, okay? Someone who is very passionate. I'm telling you, there was a very passionate connection here. A lot of intimacy. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, not manifesting with this person. So really releasing it by crying a lot, okay? I do feel like pile number 3, there's a lot of emotions with this person. There's a lot of crying, okay? So again, eros, right? That is that eroticism, like a lot of sexual, just a lot of sex. Okay, a lot. This is a really heated relationship here. So why is eros here? Princess of Cups in reverse, okay, as well as the 10 of Pentacles. Princess of Cups is emotional love, right? Maybe this connection happened because it was just immature love, right? And so it was never manifested, okay? So let's clarify here and find out exactly what's going on. I do need to shuffle this deck just a few times because I didn't get a chance to yet. So I will tell you, I feel a lot of sex in this relationship, okay? I feel a lot of intimacy. And so it definitely could be clouding your judgment as to if this is love or if it's not. You know, I don't see any 3s on the table, so I'm not going to say there's other options, you know, but I will say that it's just an energy of not fully, you know, maybe because it's such an intimate connection, that's why there's difficulties with this. No, let's see. So again, either you're a light worker, you're dealing with someone that's a light worker, okay? And there's definitely an energy of going back to the beginning, the origin, right? The original place that the original spot this all took place, right? And there's been a lot of emotions, releasing of these emotions. And again, this power of intimacy, this power of sexuality, this power of romance, this power, right? This power of this fire spark, okay, straight up. But clearly, in energy, it doesn't manifest, okay? Or because it's immature, it's disconnected. I don't know, let's find out. All right, Spirit, why is the 10 of Wands here? Sorry, you guys, that was the wrong way. Spirit, why is the 10 of Wands here? The butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. So I do feel like, and of course, we're going to go back to the origin because this is the womb, right? So I do feel like in past tense, this relationship did end. I feel like one of you guys may have ended the relationship. Maybe you trusted your intuition, maybe you didn't. But in past tense, there's an energy of really releasing these problems, or one of you guys releasing the other here, okay? But important, because the 10 of Wands is about releasing these burdens. It is about releasing these, you know, the things that you've been carrying around, right? The burdens, the heavy weight. But more importantly, growing, because you're ending it, right? So you're putting an ending to the things that no longer serve you. So Spirit, why is the Princess of Pentacles here? Kisses, unconditional love, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So I still feel like this was just an immature love. I'm not going to lie. I picked it up down here with the Princess of Cups, and I'm picking it up with the Princess of Pentacles. I feel like it was just an immature manifestation, right? And maybe you guys had to go through this immature manifestation to be able to trust your intuition here. Spirit, why is the 5 of Swords here, though? Why is the 5 of Swords here? What is the competition? Spirit, why is the 5 of Swords here? The Dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So, one of you guys clearly, either your person or you, pile number 3, clearly found out some things involving competition, involving others, and being defeated by competition, most importantly here, okay? So I feel like, honestly, you find out that the choice was made and the choice wasn't you kind of energy, or it's like Spirit's telling you, look, if you go diving, you may find that this person has other options. There's competition here, most definitely, and being defeated by this competition, and most importantly, finding out these things, and again, just adapting, changing, and healing, okay? Spirit, why is the 8 of Cups here? Stabbed in the back. Yeah, of course, this person walks away from you. Remember what I was saying, either you walked away from this person and you went to something that was shit, or either, and again, it's just clarifying. This is I feel old past connection here straight up. Okay. Yeah, because this disunion, there was never a union from day one. I'm not saying that you didn't have love for this person didn't have love for you, or intimacy or whatever, but it's an energy of really walking away from love, not realizing that what you walked away from was love, and again, walking into intimacy. That makes sense, because this power of intimacy. Yeah, I feel like honestly this person walks away from you because there was something else intimate. They choose another option. This is why you are left feeling like this was competition. You found this out, it hurt you, it was really, really hard for you, but it came to light, and so you were able to change and heal. Now, if it's vice versa, again, you're changing and healing because you realize you've made some bad decisions here, but I'm honestly feeling like this is that person that's walked away from you, all right? And so it leaves you feeling stabbed in the back, right? It makes you feel just shitty, right? Going through the pain of things, going through the heartbreak, right? Thinking about this separation, really living in deception because of this shocking attack, right? So this person literally leaves you for someone else. And this person was your protection. This person, or at least you felt like this person could protect you, right? There was a lot of love here, though. A lot of love. Yeah, there was an ending, right? There was an ending that took place, but yeah, again, this is that walking away to something that's not better, okay? So let's find out this origin, why this origin is so important. Six of Cups, why is the Six of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the Six of Cups here? Talking. Interesting. Interested in conversing more, excuse me. Awaited messages, arrives, text, calls, emails. So there's a separation here. Okay, there's a separation in this connection. So I guess you're really asking yourself the question, should you stay or should you go energetically, right? Because in the 5D, it doesn't feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but in the 5D, it doesn't feel like there's a connection because this energy's walked away from you to something that they thought was better that wasn't. I feel like, honestly, there's a lot of going back to the beginning energy and thinking about the beginning, right? The power of this, these erotic times, the intimacy, the whatever you want to call it here, right? So I feel like you're waiting to either conversate with this person, you're waiting to hear from this person, you're waiting to communicate with this person. You want to talk to this person, and this person you're separated from. Why is the High Priestess here, Spirit? Self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So yeah, I think what happens is the more you think about this connection and the more you think about the origins of this connection, the more you fall off track, right? Honestly. Because there's a lot of just thinking about this separation. And it's weird because, it ends up creating what you need. It ends up creating the love that you need, the self-indulgence, because, this disunion is taking place so that you can work on you, so that you can focus on yourself. I feel like the focus isn't quite on you, but it's it'll take place because you're trusting your intuition here. Spirit, why is the King of Pentacles here? So we're talking about the tear now, right? Releasing this person. So clearly this person stabs you in the back. This person walks away. Okay, this person chooses someone else. It is what it is. You think about this connection a lot, okay? Or maybe you chose someone else. Either way, the relationship ends. And because the relationship ends, because the separation takes place, and of course, all of your separations are going to be different timing, right? But during this time of separation, this feels like a twin flame, I'm not going to lie, because during this separation, you grow, you transcend, or you ascend, right? You grow as an individual. You start to, look back at things that you've done. 8, right? A lot of looking back and recapping everything. Now, of course, you can stay stagnant when you recap, or you can move really quick, right? It just depends on your energy and where you're at and how confident you are with it. But, it's still an energy of looking back over things and thinking, okay, what worked out and what didn't work. Big focus on the shadows, though, so the things that didn't work out. This really, again, just really pushes you to trust your intuition, though. It awakens you to spirituality, to the awakening, right? So what's going on with this King of Wands? Clearly, you're releasing this King of Wands fire energy. Spirit, what's going on with the King of Wands energy? Love, unconditional love. Yeah, you release this person because you love yourself, and you know that you have to, in order to fully love yourself and have that unconditional love you want, you know you have to release it. You have to release the fact that this love you had for this person, you have to release it. You just know it. You have to release this person. You know this. You know you have to be able to love yourself, to get the affection, the attention you want, right? To get the passion you want, you have to release it. You know this. So why is the Nine of Pentacles here, Spirit? Karmic relationship. Interesting. So I do feel like, interesting enough, this person's in a third party situation. This person, Harley, stop. Sorry, you guys. My dog, she's driving me insane. This person's in a karmic relationship. And I say that because you're having to release the fact that this didn't work out. Okay, you're having to release the fact that everything you wanted to manifest with this person didn't work out, and it's clarified by karmic relationships. So why do you need to release this? Because they're in a karmic relationship, they're still learning. And I feel like, honestly, at the moment that this connection happened, it was a karmic relationship for you too. You need to release this. Okay, Spirit, why is the Princess of Cups here in reverse? That's a lot of cards. I'll take them though, right? Spirit speaks, Spirit speaks. Yeah. Interesting. So it's very interesting because where it leads is something totally different than what it is, right? We have the Princess of Cups. Why is there this disconnect with this Princess of Cups? What's happening with the emotions within this Princess of Cups? And more importantly, it's this power, this initiation that's taking place because of this energy, because of the karmic situation, because of, you know, you finding love, self-love, and self-indulgence, and just, you know, coming to light on things, things that have hurt you really bad. Powerful though, because first we have the runner, right? This person ran from you. Maybe it was too intimate. Maybe it was too powerful. Maybe they got scared. There was a lot of sabotaging though with this hammer, right? So I do feel like because you had so much love for this person, I do feel like you kind of sabotaged it. But more importantly, it was needed though, because then the runner starts to see things in the karmic relationship and starts to feel like they sabotage things. Because remember, this is a mirroring energy, right? The way we perceive people is a reflection of ourselves. But there's a lot of energy of rebuilding this, like really interrogating the situation, you know, with the 8 energy, right, in reverse, really stagnant on going back and going and recapping over all of these things, being real repetitive in the same way over and over again. In other words, making the same mistakes over and over again, right? But it's working on it. It's working on it, okay? Keys on a ring, right? Options. I'm going to put it over here because we already know Mr. Player over here had lots of options, right? Lots of competition. Maybe it was you. Doesn't really matter. You can flip the switch how you need to, but meeting and conversating, right? Savoring the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship. I feel like, honestly, this disconnect really happens. This power of intimacy, this power, this okay, this wasn't just intimate between you two. There was a lot of, like, erotic, like fantasy type shit here. Like, there's nothing that compares to this kind of connection. It's a power. It's not just intimacy, right? So even if maybe in the beginning you guys thought it was just an intimate connection, it's this energy of really being so powerful that intimacy there was no other intimate connection that could compare to it. But I do feel like this separation creates this power of wanting that connection again, wanting that power again, right? So almost looking at things from a perspective of this person looking at you in an energy of, you know, possibly being friends, seeing where it could go again, right? It's kind of like a repetitive thing again, but in a different way, okay? But 10 of Pentacles is here in reverse. Oh wait, we have one more card, engagement ring. So I do feel like in the aspects of you looking at it, right? If this person did these things to you, if this person walked away from you, and you're trying to figure out if you should walk away or stay with this energy, right? I feel like, honestly, when you're in this energy of thinking about marriage with this person, thinking about meeting up with them, you end up sabotaging this energy because you're just thinking over and over again, okay? On the opposite end, I do feel like your person has also thought about this over and over again, right? The walking away from you, their option is a karmic. Clearly, they're going through shit. And I feel like they do think about, honestly, what it would be like to commit to you, right? Spirit, why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Yeah, paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other, right? It wasn't manifested, so it's wanting to be manifested, right? It's wanting to have, yeah, look, have passion again. There it is, right? Because the passion wasn't manifested before. Yeah, just an outdated way of thinking. That's why it's not manifesting. You got to think differently here, okay? Let's finish off the deck, and then I will tell you what I think. Ascending, what did I say? You guys are ascending, right? Transforming, right? Growing. Last two cards, you guys. We have wedding rings. That's the second card on marriage here. Straight up. And I like you. Okay? So let's take a look at, again, what's going on with your advice from Spirit, and then I'll recap and tell you guys what I think on the choice that you should make here. We have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. I'm telling you, I'm getting hits of twin flame, honestly, on this reading. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Right? So I do feel like, honestly, you're clicking on this video because you're being really serious. Do I make this decision to walk away or not? Instead of just living in present energy. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I feel like you do love this person. You do have a lot of connection with this person. I see twin flame, okay? Wedding rings, I mean, karmic relationships, self-indulgence, growth, transformation, ascension. This is like screaming twin flame connection, right? Shit's fucked up in the past, but it ends up creating protection because you create your boundaries, you grow as an individual. I really do. All right. Spirit's saying, look, don't be so serious. Have fun. Keep holding the same vision you happened because clearly, or the same vision you've had, because clearly whatever it is that you're doing is working. Okay. Just keep being you, pile number 3. All right. So with that being said, pile number 3, that's all I had for you. Like I said, if I was going to make the decision if I should walk away or go, I would just say to live in the present moment. I wouldn't say to walk away, and I wouldn't say to stay. I think you should just live in the energy that you've been living in, and don't allow this, if it came out of nowhere energy, to alter you off your path. Because there's something that you're doing and people are seeing you, because there's a lot of that outer perception here, okay? That runner is a light worker. That runner is experiencing things and realizing things, okay? So again, there's a lot of, emotions here. There's a lot of intimacy, passion, creation. So it is what it is. I would say, as far as making a decision, I wouldn't really worry about making this a decision. I don't feel like pile 3, you need to make a decision. I feel like you just need to stop, evaluating this person walking away from you. And I think you just need to go back to being you, focused on enjoying life and end game, that vision of what it is that you want, and it will come to you. Okay. All right. So with that being said, that's all I have for pile number 3, you guys. I am going to show you the image one more time for pile number 4. Pile number 4. Yep, that's right. That is the selenite. With the moon phases on it, okay? So for those of you guys who chose pile number 4, this is going to be your reading, okay? So yeah, let's do the damn thing. Let me reshuffle to you guys, okay? So I hope pile 1, 2, and 3 resonated for you guys. Let's go ahead and complete out this the right way, right? Save the best for last, hopefully. Hopefully it's not too bad, okay? All right, let me just reset this deck a few times, you guys, okay? Same energy, should I stay? Should I go? Asking yourself, like, energetically, do you stay on this person? Do you stay stuck on this person? Or do you walk away from this energy? Now, clearly what happens in the 5D will happen in the 3D as long as you take the proper actions and you're clear and you look at both decisions that need to be made, right? You can't just go for one thing. You have to look at all of your options, okay? And you have to look at the negatives and positives within all the options. So it's that energy of just fully, trusting yourself to make the decision, but also trusting the experiences you've been through to help you make those decisions. And then, of course, you incorporate that with God and divine timing and divine process. And it is what it is, right? All right, so let's do this. Pile number 4, this is your reading for those of you guys who chose the selenite with the moon phases on it. Beautiful stone. Beautiful, beautiful stone. I actually got this in the Tamed Wild unboxing, which I canceled because that was the only thing good I got out of 3 boxes. And I was like, you know what? I'm not paying $75 and this is all I got that was good. Everything else was like cheap dollar store shit. I'll never do it again. Sorry, you guys. It is what it is. I will be getting a new subscription box and I will be unboxing it with you guys, okay? I'm actually probably going to be doing a subscription box myself as well. All right, pile number 4, overall energy for you guys is joy, rejoicing in the present. Wow. You might want to read pile number 3 too, because this is exactly what I was just telling pile number 3, right? Really rejoicing and being happy in the present energy. So if this message resonates for you, there might be a message in pile number 3 as well, okay? What kind of person are you dealing with? You're dealing with the poet, okay? Poet energy, that's a true artist right there. Now, this is someone who can speak, and I mean they have the power to speak like a mofo, okay? This is why they possibly can write really well. Maybe this person's an artist. Maybe this person's a poet. Maybe this person writes books, literature. This is definitely artistic energy, okay? The main thing with the poet, though, is like I said, on the positive end, the poet can really communicate very well, right? Very deep, very passionate. On a negative end, though, this person can be very spiteful and very, very, very mean with their words, okay? Or very harsh with their words. The moon in reverse. 7 of Cups. 4 of Swords. Sacred Clown. All right, and where? The Bridge. Interesting. Very interesting. 3 of Pentacles. Prince of Swords. Your person may be involved with somebody else too. Wow. With what? The venom. Toxic, right? Poisonous. Interesting. And what power? Apocalypsis. Nice. Okay, okay. All right. 3 of Cups. Yeah, third-party relationship for sure. The Emperor and disunion. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, pile number 3 and pile number 4, you guys are going to be very significantly strong here. Maybe the same message for both of you guys. All right, so let's do this. We have messages from Spirit, Men, Talk, and Energy, as well as no, wait, postpone, say no. All right, so we'll find out what that is. All right, let's see. So like I said, the poet is someone, again, who, you know, someone who can really speak, someone who can communicate very, very well, someone who may be a writer, an artist, you know, just an energy of really being very poetic in their words, the way they speak, the way they experience, the way they live, okay? Like I said, this person can also be very harsh and very truth. There's a lot of truth behind the poet, okay? Because the poet has experienced the darkness, okay? It's important to understand this poet energy is someone who has lived in the dark and is now in the light, okay? Or not in the light, but uses writing to speak on the dark, okay? So this person, and clearly, look, the illusion, the moon card in reverse explains that to a T, okay? Because it's seeing things for what they are, not seeing the illusions and things. This is seeing it for what it is. So this person does see things for what they are. 7 of Cups energy, there's been secrecy and someone has walked away secrecy. Like there may be cheating involved in this connection, or someone has walked away towards another option and the option wasn't what it was, okay? But this is really that energy of having so many options, you don't really know what to do. So I feel like this poet has lots of options, okay? Again, there's a lot of seeing things for what they are, but there's a lot of options within these things, okay? 4 of Swords energy, this is the poet really creating a lot of strong foundations when it comes to the way they speak, the way they think, their ideas, okay? And they are wanting to take a leap of faith here. Okay, this could be you, energy's fluid. So if this is you just being artistic, being open with this person, seeing things for what they are, understanding there's lots of options. Again, trying to build foundations when it comes to the way you communicate, right? Communications, and of course, taking a leap of faith, all right? So we also have the bridge. The bridge is the connecting energy, right? The bridge is where things meet, right? That is the connection, the link, all right? So what's going on in this connection? What's going on in this link? We have the 3 of Pentacles, okay? I feel like when you guys are united, you work really hard, but there's also working hard on more of the dynamic of money, working hard more on, you know, like if you guys have a family together and you're working, it's like you guys are more focused on working on the things for the home instead of actually thinking about the emotions in the home, right? There's a lot of working on the actual tangible things here. Again, Maybe you guys are in a relationship when you are linked together, you guys both focus on work too much. Maybe you guys, when you're linked together, you guys go out with your friends too much. It's an energy of working in a third-party influence, whether this is people, places, or things, is, you know, it is what it is. But Prince of Swords, there's someone being very clear and taking action in an immature way. But again, there's a lot of communication and clarity here. So I don't feel like you guys are in disunion. I just feel like there's been lots of options and lots of things, you know, shown, right? Queen of Swords energy is again, that energy of just, you know, really knowing what you want and waiting to get what it is that you deserve. Not only that, but protecting yourself because of this venom energy, right? So the venom is all about like the snake bite. When that venom hits you, man, it fucks you up, right? But it's understanding that it's like kryptonite, right? It's like also the reward after the experience, right? So it's really facing kind of like those shadows, right? Facing the snake bites, facing the venom, facing the toxins, facing the bad things that have done you toxic, okay? Facing the toxicity in life. Queen of Swords, being clear, facing the toxicity for what it is with this person. Two of Pentacles, balancing yourself, right? Creating a decision, a balanced decision, okay? Apocalypsis, right? Three of Swords, interesting. Apocalypsis can really talk about endings, destruction. Think about an apocalypse, right? It's like the end of the world, right? But it's also the power, because it's like the death and the transformation card, right? Apocalypsis is like, you know, yeah, it may be destruction. It may be really chaotic and fucked up and things may be coming to an ending, but it's an energy of after that ending, you know, that sense of confidence because things are rebuilding again. So the Three of Cups, I do feel like an ending took place with this connection, okay? And again, there's so many significant cards that go back to pile 3 here, okay? Three of Cups, I do feel like there's a third-party situation here or a third option romantically, okay? The Emperor is in disunion, okay? So the counterpart is gone. The counterpart is in disunion here. The Emperor is in disunion, but we have the Strength card. So let's find out what's going on here with the moon starting, okay, in the very beginning here. Spirit, why is the moon here? For pile number 4, why is the moon here? Could something flip? No, okay. Spirit, why is the moon card here in reverse? Show me what I need to see, please. Date. So I do feel like you guys literally went through this separation with this person because they met someone new, okay? And I feel like you're seeing it for what it is. Like you saw this happen. Like at first you didn't really understand. I feel like at first you just kind of cared about them here. And they met someone new and you just loved them so much that you acted like you cared kind of energy, right? I also feel like this is a part of releasing that energy and understanding that you deserve to get back out there and date, right? Setting a date to do things, right? Spirit, why is the Seven of Cups here? Heartbroken, yeah. Of course, you were heartbroken. This person had a lot of options. This person got stuck, right? Maybe didn't choose you as an option. Spirit, why is the Four of Swords here? Girl talk, yeah. Four of Swords. So I do feel like you're building foundations. I feel like, you know, you're clear because you've communicated with people. You've released, you know, some of this energy here. Maybe you've conversated with friends or family. But this helped you move on a little bit with this person, right? And I feel like you are living in the moment. You're having fun. You're building your foundation when it comes to communication with self, right? Logically, you know, emotions, right? Logical thinking about your emotions. That's why we have this joy, rejoicing in the present energy, because I feel like you really are here, okay? I really do, and I feel like it's creating a lot of foundations for you, right? When it comes to your ideas, your thoughts, and so yeah, I feel like your friends have helped you with this. I feel like it's helped release some of it. And therefore you were able to move on from this situation. But clearly you're clicking on this video. You want to still know, do you hold on or do you move? Like, do you stay or do you go? The Sacred Clown is here. Spirit, why is the Sacred Clown here? It's taking a leap of faith, right? Being naive, jumping off of a ledge, jumping off of a bridge, right? Jumping off the branch like a baby birdie. You don't really know if you're going to hit ground or not, right? Soulmates, interesting. Yeah, so I feel like you want to take a leap of faith because you feel like this is a soulmate connection, okay? So this is the part of you that wants to hold on to this person. Could be. I don't know. We'll see. Soulmate wouldn't come out if it wasn't here. Remember, though, a soulmate connection is made to teach you something. So let's find out what's going on. So we do know the link, right? The bridge. There's a lot of energy of when you guys are linked up or when you do link up, there's still this Three of Pentacles energy. It's not that it's a bad energy, just it's again, when you guys are linked up, there's a lot of energy focused on this third, right? This third. So whether the third is money, whether the third is family, friends, work, it's like when you guys are linked up together, there's a lot of energy on working on outer things and not working on the link between two, okay? Spirit, why is the Three of Pentacles here? It's way too many cards. Spirit, did I not light my candle? My candle's like barely, sorry you guys. Didn't flip over. Why is the Three of Pentacles here, Spirit? Show me why the Three of Pentacles is here. Lightning fast, yeah. I feel like honestly things just change when you guys link up, right? It's like things happen really suddenly, right? And I feel like it's like every time you guys link up, it's like you start seeing that all the work's put in around you guys and not really worked on each other. Like I feel like this is a mutual thing. I feel like, again, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just one of you guys here. But every time you guys are linked up, every time you guys together, the work is put elsewhere instead of in the connection, right? So it's always going through a transformation every time you link up with this person. It's like as fast as you guys link up, just as separate, just as quickly are things suddenly changing, right? And epiphany's happening, right? Like this person always puts too much work into everybody else. And the Three of Cups too, I do want to say with the options and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I feel like you feel like you're never going to be that only one kind of energy, right? Prince of Swords energy though, right? So this is that immature action. Maybe this is because you feel like this person, every time you link up, your person's in an immature, mindset. Palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. Yeah. So it's like, that when it comes down to you guys linking up, when you guys are actually working together, the work's put in, like you guys put work in. It's just that there's a lot of focus in the third party, whether this is, again, people, place, or things, different strokes, different folks. But it's still understanding that this link is creating stability. This link is creating growth, right? Endurance and flexibility. So I feel like with the Prince of Swords energy here in the palm tree, ironically, this energy creates the clarity that you need, the stability you need, okay? So let's move on to the venom, right? The toxicity, all right? And understanding that this lethal dosage of venom, either it kills you or you move forward, right? It's an energy of, regardless of the circumstances, going through the pain, going through the suffering, going through the toxicity of this venom, and of course, seeing what happens with the toxicity of this venom. Spirit, why is the Queen of Swords here? So I do feel like this venom obviously makes you clear, right? We're coming out of this linking, connection, third-party work into this, yes, this was toxic, okay? Yes, this person put their, energy into something else. Maybe I did too energy, right? But it's still you protecting yourself now, right? It's creating the boundaries you need with this Queen of Swords energy. Yeah, paradise. It's you creating that oneness within you, right? Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, okay? So yeah, most definitely, this was toxic as hell, but it does create a stability within yourself. It expands your way of thinking, right? And so it creates this energy of really just being one, right? One with self, right? So the Two of Pentacles, why is the Two of Pentacles here, right? There you go. There's that balancing, moving on, right? Getting what you need to move forward. Progression, closure issues, okay? So I do feel like this balance and this harmony, right? This poison, this toxicity of this creates you wanting more, right? It creates you wanting something better, arriving, moving, right? Getting out of this energy into something new. So it creates the Two of Pentacles. It creates balance here, straight up, okay? So this toxic venom from this person, from this energy, from this link, from this connection, creates the power for you to move on, okay? The balance that you so need, the decision that needs to be made. So let's go ahead and move on to Apocalypsis. Let's see what's taking place with this initiation power, right? This ending. All right, Three of Cups, Spirit in reverse. Why is the Three of Cups here in reverse? Kisses, unconditional love. I do feel like, honestly, when it comes to this third-party relationship, yeah, it was like an ending for you. Or maybe you're going to find unconditional love and find love elsewhere. But there's an ending to this. An ending takes place with this. So this is more like past tense. I feel like this person left you for a third option, right? Again, with the options, the Three of Pentacles, working elsewhere other than with your connection. It's important to understand that this ending creates unconditional love within you, right? That loving yourself here energy. That understanding that in a connection, you need an equal give and take, right? You can't just both be putting in 100% and not getting anything in return. Or you both can't just be putting in nothing and expect something in return. Same energy, right? That 50-50. So I do feel like this ending, right, when this person walked away to a third party here. And it's interesting because pile 1 and pile 2 weren't, I didn't feel a past energy, okay? But pile 3 and pile 4, yeah, I'm feeling past energy, twin flame type of energy, straight up, because this is that in the times of separation expanding, right? In the times of separation growing as an individual. But again, this person leaving you for a third party, and a third party relationship creates that unconditional love for you. So why is the Emperor here in reverse, right? Clearly the Emperor is here in reverse, Spirit, with this ending. Why? You guys are marrying each other, sabotage, rebuilding it. Again, this came out in the last one as well. Definitely check out pile 3 if this resonates for you. Marrying each other, yeah, for sure. So I do feel like your counterpart ended this, right? Your counterpart ruined this. Your counterpart wasn't faithful. Your counterpart did all this bullshit, right? But just as much as you had to allow this person to hurt you over and over again, this person was hurting you over and over again. And so they were working on it too, believe it or not. And so with twin flame journeys, it's important to understand you guys mirror each other, but in polar opposites, right? So if you're the one hurting, he's going to be the one hurting, or vice versa, she, right? And it switches. So I know a lot of people think that twin flames are like spit and mirror images of each other. No, you're actually polar opposite, okay? The Emperor is mirroring you, okay? Maybe in this third party situation, mirroring you, right? Maybe it's not even thinking about you. Maybe it's that this is going to lead them to think about you because they're going to be in the same situation that you were in, or that they put you in, right? That's this energy of mirroring here. I feel like this person is in this third party relationship and they don't have that unconditional love. And I feel like, so this is kind of that energy of them really rebuilding this over and over again with this third party that they think is love, but there's no love, right? It's not 50-50. So it's like this rebuilding thing with them, right? So I feel this ending is taking place with them as well. So why is the strength card here? I mean, clearly we know this ending creates strength, right? We know this. Ascending, right? For sure. I feel like both you guys, and this is why I feel like this is a twin flame energy, because twin flames are all about the ascension. Twin flames are all about the growth and the expansion and the transcending because of the separation. The separation is what makes the twin flame connection. Spirit, anything else? Anything else before we go? Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. That's beautiful, right? Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. For what? Love call. Okay. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you, letting you know. Straight up, you guys. So yeah, definitely pile 3 and pile 4. Everything needs time. Definitely giving me twin flame vibes, okay? So again, if you guys feel like this one resonated for you, definitely check out pile number 3. So it is telling you to wait though, no, right? So don't even make a decision right now, Spirit's saying. Just say no to making a decision. Just wait and postpone. Live in the present energy. Be happy with the present energy because you have Mintakan energy, okay? Mintakan energy is about longing for home and belonging, but more importantly, it's the original light workers, okay? So no matter what, you're going to be longing for this person because you're still longing for home, and this person is the closest thing to home because guess what? It's your split twin flame, right? Especially if this message is resonating for you. But so Spirit's just telling you, right? God's saying, hey, look, just wait a minute, okay? Just postpone. Do what you're doing. Do what you've been doing, because whatever you're doing is working. You're growing. You're creating stability for yourself, right? You're taking action. You're understanding that this toxicity is creating you wanting something more. And therefore, these endings have created amazing things, right? These endings have created unconditional love with you. It's created a mirroring energy with your person, and they're starting to love themselves more. These endings are bringing a new beginning. It's very, very important. It's creating strength within your connection, okay? So with that being said, you guys, that is all I have for you, pile 4. I hope that resonated for you in some way, shape, or form. You guys, that is it. I am done with the pick a card reading. You guys will be getting more videos from me today. Obviously, I have 3 zodiac signs, you versus them readings to still upload. So this won't be the last time you see me today, okay, you guys? So with that being said, hopefully you guys' this pick a card reading resonated for you. Let me know in the comments down below what pile you chose and if it resonated for you and how it resonated for you. Also, too, if you guys did choose pile 4 and you read pile 3, let me know how that resonates for you too. Like I said, I feel like pile 3 and 4 are basically just like an extended to pile 3 or vice versa, okay? All right, you guys, so with that being said, I love you, stay blessed, blessed be, and I will see you guys later today, if not next week, all right? Bye, you guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe,